the 5 levels, as I like to think of it, in terms of the expanding brain meme. So at the most basic level, the introductory level, a lot of you are well beyond this, but for anyone that hasn't started a newsletter, sending breaking news to your subscribers is a great way to get started. Okay. And then we're going to go through all these levels, all the way up to the most sophisticated, in my view, which is a completely automated system where you're sending regular news updates, not just breaking news, and you're using the newsletter to promote paying digital subscriptions. So we'll talk about the whole gradient here one by one. So level 1, sending breaking news to your subscribers. Again, this is, I'd like to think of it as the original push notification. It's a very effective way to get people to come to your site. We've seen this for the 20 years that we've been in business. We've been sending out automated newsletters after we extract the newspaper's content from their PDF. We put it up in HTML and send out a newsletter. And over the years, there's always been that huge spike in traffic on those days, even before social media was as big as it is now, because the newsletter was going out, and people were clicking on those teasers. So it clearly works, but that's just the way to get started. Level 2, I would say, sending regular updates to paying digital subscribers. This sounds like maybe what Melissa's doing at the Ozana Stockman. So you've got digital subscribers. When they sign up for a digital subscription, they've got to give you their email to create the account. So hopefully you have a newsletter system that syncs up with that and will automatically get their email on the newsletter. And then you want to be sending these at least the frequency of the print edition. Like I said earlier, we automatically send these when we publish the content for our customers, and that's usually on a weekly basis. This reinforces the value of the subscription, especially if you are offering auto-renewing subscriptions or recurring subscriptions that, you constantly need to be demonstrating value so that when, the credit card charge shows up each month, the subscriber will just, let that go and, certainly not cancel at any point. If they're getting these emails every week and they're using the product, that's the key to maintaining that long-term relationship. And you kind of got to force them to, and you got to prompt them. Not a lot of people are just going to pull up the local newspaper website unprompted. We need some type of a reminder. It's just the nature of digital media these days. There's so many things to look at. We've got to, kind of get our foot in the door there. So, and Melissa says, yes, you do. Okay, that sounds good. That's kind of what I thought. Thank you, Melissa. Now, with this approach, level 2, I would say that you're manually generating these templates through MailChimp or Constant Contact. So I'm interested for Melissa, do you manually put these together, or are you using some type of an RSS feed from your website? Because we'll talk about that in a minute. That's an opportunity. But, if you want full control over the newsletter, then, you can manually build it each week. Level 3 is to offer a free newsletter sign up. Okay. And so Melissa says, yeah, you are using, sorry, just pause real quick. You're manually putting these together and would like to switch to RSS feed. Yeah, I think any time that we can automate a process, these days we want to. So I would love to follow up with you on that if you have any questions on how that could be set up. Level 3 is about expanding your funnel, widening that sales funnel and getting people into the process more easily. So a free newsletter sign up is taking it beyond the paid digital subscribers. These first 2 levels are just to the people that are actually paying for the digital subscription. We might as well offer a free newsletter to everyone, because newsletters typically don't give away the free story, the entire story. They give away a headline and a teaser and maybe a featured image. So it's not giving away any more information than just the home page, of the website. So it's just getting it in front of people in a different format. So a free newsletter sign up is a really good idea. Allows you to build a list of leads that we can market different things to. We can, sell the newsletter to a local advertiser. So the wider the reach on that, obviously the better. But we can also try to convert these free newsletter signups to paid subscribers. So I'm interested for the folks, Melissa, Susan, and Gretchen, is this part of your strategy at all to offer a free sign up for the newsletter? are you doing this and then using this to sell subscriptions? And we'll talk about how that can be done in a second here. Okay, with level 4, you're taking what you're doing in level 2 and automating it. Okay, so Melissa says it is a free sign up. So that's good. So you're using this as a marketing tool to sell subscriptions. I think that's the best way to approach this. And so is Susan. Okay, thank you. Now, if we automate this process, and this can be done through an RSS feed, Melissa, then you're just saving yourself some time. I mean, really, it may not seem like a lot of time to build that template every week, especially if you're very well versed with the template builder and you can just quickly drag in the links. But every minute that we can shave off with automation is going to add up each week. So what I'm saying here is that you can use, again, any third party will integrate with your current website, because every website can create an RSS feed. You just have to plug it into the third party. So MailChimp, I love MailChimp. I used to use it personally for our marketing, but now we've switched to an integrated solution that's built into our WordPress platform. And ideally, you would have something that's integrated with the website, just so you don't have multiple places to log in. And any time that you have two systems talking to each other, there's always a potential for something to break down, or for there to be some update on one side or the other that's not compatible with the other. So, if you can have a newsletter that's just a feature of the website that's pulling in articles from your CMS, that's the better solution. And again, that's what we do with our customers. We use a WordPress plugin that automatically populates. Okay, and we got some more feedback from Gretchen. She says, we do offer a free newsletter. We can now separate out our subs and non-subs and are looking for a way to tailor each more specifically. Okay, so you're ahead of me. That's exactly what we're going to talk about in a second, how you can offer those targeted offers. It's very smart to do that. It's I would say it's a little sloppy to just send out, promotions to everyone, including the people that are already paying. That can create a little buyer's remorse. So level 5 is full automation, sending out regular news updates, both to the paying digital subscribers and your non-paying newsletters. But the thing with this is that you can, with some tools, segment the audience. So this was like right on cue, Gretchen. You can segment the audience into 2 lists: paying subscribers or the free sign up. And you want to do this if you're going to start sending out promotional offers. And the way we like to do it is the simplest way that we can imagine, which is to create one template. And that pulls in your teasers, your headlines for the weekly update. And the newsletter looks virtually the same for both audiences. The only difference is our system will automatically pull those 2 lists, segment the audience into 2 lists, and send just a little banner at the top of the non-paying newsletter. And, that tries to bring them back in if they're an expired subscriber or if they've never subscribed. And so you're not creating 2 different templates and dealing with, creating 2 different newsletters. You really just create one newsletter, and then it inserts that banner ad just on the non-paying email. And you can target them a couple different ways. Let's look at actually an example here from the Acorn. They did this. Actually, they did do this manually. They weren't using the banner insert that I was just describing, but the concept is the same. They, sent out this specific email just to the non-paying newsletter subscribers. So they didn't have any news on this. It was really just a pitch to the email subscribers. They offered them. They used a coupon code. A coupon code is really great way to track your ROI on these campaigns. So you can know exactly how many subscriptions were created, and then we can look at the results after, which is what I did here. So, and what their offer was to offer a 30% discount on the $36 a year for the annual subscription, down to $25. And they ran it for about a month. The promotion was live, so they sent out a couple newsletters pitching over 4,000 non-paying newsletters, and it generated 119 subscriptions, just sending out 1 or 2 emails, setting up the coupon code. It's really not a lot of time invested. considering the fact that they generated almost $3,000 in recurring annual revenue just from this. So I think you're definitely on the right track there, Gretchen. And then also, just to point this out, I think it's smart to target the audience slightly different depending on their history. So if they are an expired subscriber, you might want to think about having 3 lists. And again, with our WordPress newsletter plugin, it will automatically segment your newsletter list into these audiences. But if you can't automatically do it, manually doing it works too. That's how some customers used to do it. So if you can separate out the people that used to subscribe, but they're no longer an active subscriber, then call it a welcome back promo. And you have a different coupon code for this, welcome back 2020 or something like that. 12 months for $28. So it's a slightly different discount. They ran it for just 1 week. They offered this in February. And again, just targeted it to the emails that had expired. And this generated 16 new welcome back, people that were expired that came back. So that's $450 in recurring annual revenue. Okay, so those are just some real concrete ways that you can generate revenue from this.